I want to first start this video off by saying get it right up, Athletic Bilbao, but you know what? It's actually a great thing that United beat Bilbao because if Bilbao won this competition, which here there's still a half a chance, I guess, at Old Trafford. You know what? United aren't the best, but that is their season. I mean, when you get to the final four, I mean, hell, United in the last 16, it was their season because they had nothing to play for. They were still down in like 15th. I would fully expect Man United and Tottenham to get to both to this Europa League final. But the question is, folks, right? For us, who would we rather go through? It was Bilbao because if Bilbao won it, we would have went into. I'm hearing people say the champions path. So I mean, I was under the illusion we would have gained an extra qualifying round. Now, champions path gives us an absolute advantage. Obviously, get not having to play an extra round's an advantage as well. Either way, Bilbao was the horse that most of us would have been backing going into this tie because it benefited us in the long term in the Champions League qualifiers. But Bilbao, here, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to shed a tear for them going out of this competition because let's just look at it, right? So, Cyril Dessers gets his shirt ripped off him, right? No penalty. Dessers gets booked. We have to move on. Manchester United, right? Hoyland gets pulled down. Penalty, red card. Now, I would like here to sit here and turn around and say that I'll give UEFA the benefit of the doubt on this situation, but UEFA can go swivel on it. No, I'm not. I'm not going to give them the benefit of the doubt, right? Because is this simply down to a referee? Is this simply down to VAR? Is this simply down to whatever? You know what it's down to, right? It's down to the fact that probably an all English final outweighs Bilbao getting to the final in Bilbao. And that's the fact of the matter is this. You know what I mean? Because, I'm not sitting here saying that this last night for Hoyland's no a red card and a penalty because he doesn't make an attempt on the ball and he pulls Hoyland down, who's trying to get a touch on the ball. But it's the exact same incident as Dessers. The only thing is, Dessers literally got half his shirt ripped off. So for me, R1 is a clear more of a penalty. You know what I mean? But I think you could argue United's is a wee bit more of a goal scoring opportunity. But either way, it's the last man pulling the attacker down with no attempt on the ball. So what it has to be is a penalty and a red card. And for me, I'm absolutely fucking baffled now. Here, it isn't me saying. I mean, I don't like United. I kind of wanted Bilbao to beat United, but I don't like Bilbao. The only reason I wanted them to win is because it would benefit us. But why do United get the decision over us? Is it English club bias? Is it because Tottenham? I think Tottenham are 2-0 up at this point, weren't they? And also Tottenham are favourites against Bodo Glimt. 3-1 the final score is. I mean, I'd say that's still alive going up to you know going up to the Bodo Glimt play in the Northern Hemisphere. They must. They're pretty high up. You know what I mean? Anyway, up there. I'd say that tie's still alive, but I genuinely think it just boils down to the fact that an all English final outweighs Bilbao getting to the final. Because you cannot look at these decisions, and this goes to all the people who are like, oh, it was never a penalty. Dessel's never a penalty. Well, how can they give one that's less a penalty then over this Cyril Dessers incident? And here, this may come across like sour grapes and that I'm greeting, but I think it's just factual information. How can you give one and not give the other? You know what I mean? R1 didn't even go to VAR. And you know what? See when he was over at the monitor in this United Bilbao game, I was half thinking, you know what? He's actually not going. He's not even going to give this. But then he gave it 2-0, and then United made it 3-0 not long after Bruno Fernandes. So, and we're not really doing European preview and review shows now since all Scottish teams are out. But yeah, I thought I had to make a fid on this because, you know, we got fucking robbed in Bilbao. Now, we were shite. First, I admit we were shite. But just because you're shite doesn't mean you deserve to get robbed. And also, Bilbao weren't good last night. I watched most of the game. I watched about 60 minutes here, the first 60 minutes. United and Bilbao, man. It's a missed opportunity for us, absolutely. And against Tottenham, well, we proved already this season that we can give them a good game. So, yeah, we've been fucking robbed by UEFA. Because for me, Dessler's one is definitely more of a penalty than that Hoyland one.